Regardez par les mains.
Morning, my friends, from Saint Pierre or Saint Peter in the southern part of Réunion Island. Réunion Island, a French island in the southern part of the Indian Ocean, a bit less than 1,000 kilometers off the east coast of Madagascar. So we are in the biggest city in the south of the island. Let's go to see how it is. Let's check it out, guys. So this is the main road. Let's see if we can find maybe a bit of street food. Oh, there's something here. So that's what they have. Interesting. Piment. That's a stuffed chili. Maybe let's try that. Bonjour. Est-ce que je peux avoir un piment farci au thon? Et je vais prendre aussi un samosa poulet crevette. Ouais. Je sais pas, bah, c'est marqué samosa thon ou non wonton poulet crevette. Je vais en prendre, donnez-moi 3 des wontons. Et avec ça, ça ira, ce sera tout. Vous avez aussi des? Ah. Ouais, donnez-moi 3 aussi. Je sais pas, vous avez quoi comme sauce? Samouraï, vous avez? Samouraï, ouais. Ce sera tout. Tenez. Merci. Tu peux me poser là? Ok. Naïcha. Merci. So we got some some stuff from the Réunion Island. Let's see how it tastes. Some wonton. Shrimp wonton. Wonton is a Chinese dumpling. Oh, good. Oh. Very good. Let's try these chicken dumplings.
Votre bijouterie Pandora vous offre des tatouages 19 € d'achat, votre cadeau à l'intérieur du magasin directement à 15 €.
Oh, it's very flavorful. Really good.
En magasin,
wow.
Chez Pandora.
Incredible.
Et 15 € d'achat.
Much better than the wonton.
Également Calidas, votre bijouterie de la place. Magasin
It's very surprising. It's a stuffed chili. Let's see if it's spicy or not.
Il faut pour décorer leur cahier, leurs agendas.
It's not spicy. It's chili stuffed with tuna and some dough outside. Very good. Very, very good. It's been a while since I had such good street food. Bonjour, oui? Ouais, en anglais.
En anglais?
Ouais.
Ah, c'est qui? Elle s'appelle comment?
Kino Yves.
Vous venez de France?
Je suis français, ouais.
Personne?
K-I-N-O espace Y-V-S. Kino Yves. Dumplings. Oh. Those steamed dumplings are really good. J'ai des sous-titres en français. Vous trouvez, c'est un ballon orange.
Moi, je trouve ça.
Yves, c'est Y-V-E-S.
Ah, Y.
Hein? C'est pas grave. Stuffed chili, really good.
Bah, merci, au revoir.
Pas de problème. Au revoir. These steamed dumplings are really, really good. Let's continue, guys. Where do you throw these? Ah. So there is a small market there. Let's check it out. So you have some fruits. The mangoes are insane here. Oh, they kept the pineapples here as well. And maybe I'm not gonna take it today, but yeah, for another day I'll definitely come back for the pineapples. It's always a pain to cut it yourself. So there's some kebab thing here. Anyway, so the Réunion Island is very multicultural, basically, because of its history. So, quick history break. Voilà. Voilà. So the island was originally uninhabited. There was nobody, though the Arab Americans did know it existed because it was on the maps, but for some reason they never settled here. Then the first Europeans to arrive were the Portuguese, and about 400 years ago the French arrived. And basically the French arrived, and there was nobody living here, and they say this is French somehow. So the settlers who came here, then they brought some enslaved locals from Africa. The French settlers here brought some enslaved. Oh, there's a wedding now. Brought enslaved people from Africa and from Madagascar as free workers, basically, to work on plantations. And first the island was called the Bourbon Island. Bourbon was referring to the dynasty that was ruling France at that time. Then almost 200 years ago, a bit less than 200 years ago, slavery was abolished in France. So the people here having plantations of sugarcane plantations and spices and coffee, I think, yeah, had to find other workers because no more slaves to work for free. So then they brought a lot of workers from especially India and a little bit China also. That's why you had the dumplings. This is obviously Chinese. Where am I going now? Well, it's of Chinese influence. Anyway, so that's how you got the melting pot that you have now, because you had a lot of slaves brought from Africa and Madagascar, and then a big migration of workers from India and a bit from China as well. And this slowly created very diverse population here in the Réunion Island. And it's funny actually because the locals, some look like Indians, some look like Africans, some look like Malagasy. It's they are very diverse. Yeah, the population is very diverse anyway. And it's quite funny also because actually, so here the locals speak a French creole, so it's it's based on French, but it's quite different. So I can pick up, when I hear them speaking, I can pick up a few words here and there, but I cannot even get the general meaning. And so the island had many names. It was first called Bourbon Island, as I told you. Then it became the Réunion Island during the French Revolution to symbolize the unification of all the revolutionaries. Then when Napoleon took over and transformed the revolution into an empire, it was called Bonaparte Island. Then it went back to Bourbon Island, and then it was finally, I think about 170 years ago, it was finally definitely renamed, well, maybe it's not definite, but renamed Réunion Island. So it's very close to Mauritius as well, and that's the island where I did the Q&A, for those who found the right position. So just today is the day of the people here celebrate the abolition of slavery. So there is a kind of small festival, let's go check it out.
Jusqu'à moi ici. Est-ce que c'est bon pour vous? Ok, attention. 3, 1, go. On y va. Allez, c'est parti. Allez, on enchaîne. Allez, Taïna, on enchaîne, on enchaîne. Allez.
Strange, there is someone talking in a microphone, but nothing happens. Look at this tree, guys, crazy. Some painters exposing their stuff, their work. Some of the story of the slavery probably here that happened here. Very bad, of course. So you can see a tropical version of France, a festival of the tropical version of France here. This is the flag of Réunion Island with the volcano, because it's a volcanic island.
Alors, il y a Sandra.
So it's a lot of stands where people can learn how to do this or that, how to paint. I think this is probably how for kids to learn how to paint. This is to learn how to weave some stuff. This one is empty. It's really strange because it's it's a festival. It's supposed to be. Well, when you come from Africa, it's very cold here.
Combien de monde les remplit la maison, c'était flair pas, tout le monde y bataille pour qu'elles puissent manger.
Some local rappers. Let's go get some food somewhere because this is very boring.
Mais là, comment ils sont contents quand on vient les passer? Salut, confronté.
Merci.
Bonjour.
Un américain steak, s'il vous plaît.
Bonjour. Bonjour. Excusez-moi, c'est quoi un gratiné?
C'est un pain avec du fromage dessus.
D'accord, je vais prendre un gratiné épaule.
D'accord. Ça reste dedans?
Samouraï.
Hein? Ah oui, ça va.
Et vous avez des trucs là, c'est quoi, porc?
Des bouchons.
Bouchon?
Ouais.
Je vais en prendre deux de chaque.
Deux de chaque, ouais. Avec ça,
Ce sera tout.
on fera 5 € de vente.
Par carte, s'il vous plaît.
Un nom pour la commande?
Yves. YVES. YVES.
Ouais, mais là. Une sauce dans le bouchon?
Oui, je veux bien un samouraï aussi, s'il vous plaît.
Ah, par contre,
Vous avez vu le samouraï?
c'est payant samouraï en fait.
Ah,
30 centimes.
bah c'est combien?
30 centimes.
Je devrais avoir de... Je vais vous trouver la monnaie.
Je pensais qu'il y avait une sauce normale dans le bouchon.
Merci.
Ticket, monsieur?
Ouais, je veux bien. Ouais. Hop. Merci.
M'a donné 3 là. C'est 30 centimes en fait.
Merci.
M'a donné plus 60.
Ah, je vous ai donné plus? Ok. Ouais.
Bonjour.
Ah, je prends des frites avec la sauce bacon.
Prends une frite en fait du moins.
These people are very honest here.
C'est pas une pièce 10 centimes. On a 10 centimes. Il faut multiplier de
Yeah, they take the name because they're gonna call me later on. I forgot that. Oh my god, it's so hot here. I love the dumplings too much. So they call them bouchon, which means cork. Like the cork in the wine bottle somehow. Very honest, I gave too much. He gave me, I had no idea I gave too much. He gave me the money back. Let's try the bouchon. very fluffy, very different from the Chinese dumplings. Obviously very local. I've never tried anything like this. Oh. Very good. I'm kind of amazed that when I give my name, I'm in France and people don't even know how to write my name. It's quite extraordinary. Well, my name is quite common in France actually. The education in France, the education level in France is plummeting rapidly. Oh. Very good. Yves. Merci. Bonne journée à vous. Ah. Gratiné. Let's try our gratiné. Look at that. Wow, it looks good. Baguette with a lot of cheese inside. That's so that's also a mix between French and Creole culture because we don't have this in France. It's supposed to be some. It's melted cheese. Gratiné actually means gratinated. Gratined. It's supposed to be some pork somewhere. There is a very thin slice of ham underneath. It is good. I mean, this costs €3.50 and it fills you a lot. That's very cheap actually. And it's not bad. And you've got sauce inside. It's so hot on the sun. That was good. Let's get back to the boring festival. Let's see if it gets better. The French are good at many things. They're definitely not good at partying. And when I say that to my French friends, some of them are like, yeah, what the fuck you say? A disaster.
Manaun, dadamam, mama be, Manaun, Manaun.
It's the small beach of Saint Pierre, where there are a lot of sharks around, but here there is a small lagoon, so there is a coral reef, very, very shallow, that protects from the ocean, and so no, there are no sharks here. quite busy beach. And on every Saturday morning there is a fairground market here in Saint Pierre. Let's check it out.
A bow for me? Allez, bon, les chips, bien rose, là, client, les chips, tape sur la fin.
Maybe let's start with the fruit salad. Bonjour, je vais vous prendre un verre une salade de fruits s'il vous plaît. Ouais. Merci. Bonne journée. Oh, I'm gonna eat this now. Passion fruits, strawberries, pineapples. What do we have here? Some cakes. The lychee is apparently very popular here in the Réunion. It's just €3 for our fruit salad. Let's have it here in front. Pineapple, pineapple, mango, strawberry, watermelon. The Réunion is a paradise of tropical fruits. Nice start of the day. Is this for plastic or what? No? So one glass of coconut is €1, 1.2 euros. And where do I go? What do we have here? Look at that, the fish with the birds to chase the flies away. I like this market. It's nice to see a bit of life. Some vanilla. So this is some vanilla. Réunion is very famous for its vanilla actually. My bag is open. Oh. Yeah, my bag is always open. Thank you. There's nothing in the bag. So here we have samosas, chicken, cheese, shrimp, donuts. Oh, Accra Mori, this is really good. Accra, cod, Accra, bonbon piment. This is a chili candy. Let's get a few. Let's get a few of these things. Oh, you have to queue here. So I have to don't cut the queue with the vanilla. It's very funny actually. Réunion is full of there is a lot of French tourism. There is almost no international tourism. Well, it seems to me. Bonjour, je vais vous prendre 2 beignets crevettes, 2 acras de morue, 2, ouais. Et je vais vous prendre 3 bonbons piment. Ouais. Ce sera tout. Merci, bonne journée à vous. Merci, vous aussi. So we got a bit of food to try.
Je peux prendre le fait?
Oui, voilà. Bah, t'as carré de marché.
Joyeuse fête.
Some plums, strawberries. Yeah, quite cheap. Straw bags. Mortar and pestles. So, the issue in the French markets, it's always very narrow and it's always very complicated to move. You always get stuck in traffic jam basically. Yeah, the markets are really made to... Oh, look at the stones. Small minerals, all types of minerals. The markets are really made to force people to walk slowly so they can see all the goods. So, the culture of the Réunion Island, the musics that the former slaves used to sing after escaping in the mountains. So in the Réunion is famous for three cirques, geological formations, former calderas that partially collapsed and created like strange landscapes basically. And so the former slaves at the time of slavery used to escape from the coast and hide in the mountains, you know, to enjoy freedom and to escape from slavery. And that was their culture, and their songs were mixed, influenced by Africa and the Indian subcontinent. So let's try the food we just bought. This is called a chili candy. Good. Really good. A little bit spicy. Very oily. Very good. Here we have a man. This instrument is very popular in French street music. Let's try the shrimp dough thing. Very fatty. You can see a lot of Indian influence in the food here. Chinese as well. Let's try the akrad mori, which is I don't know how you say that. It's cod donut somehow, a cod ball. I don't know how we would call it in English. This is awesome. This is very popular in the French Caribbean actually. But I guess they do it here. Apparently they do it here as well. Fantastic. If you can see the mountains in the distance, I don't know, it's somewhere there. It's not the right season, it's always cloudy there. That used to be the land of freedom for the slaves. Viens, on passe par comme ça. Some leather work. Oh, beautiful. Look at these knives. And the sheath, beautiful. Okay, so it looks like I am in the cloth and fancy jewelry section. It's quite funny to see the difference between the French and the African markets. You know, in Africa, most of the time people go to the market to buy something. Here the French, they go to the market to walk around and have a very slow walk. Yeah, going to the market is just a popular weekend activity. A lot of straw stuff. Some spices.
Quoi, tu veux que la bouffe toi?
Look at that. That's fun. Okay, let's get a bit more food. Let's see if we can try something else. Voilà, sorry. I really struggle with the slowness in the French markets. Some African sculptures. Sugar cane, 25 centimeters, 2 euros. Yeah, that's quite expensive. 2 euros and a half for a sugarcane juice, which is usually very cheap. But I guess, from what I heard, the main source of electricity here in the Réunion in Réunion is sugarcane, is burning sugarcane. So maybe that's why the juice is expensive, because it's the oil of the island somehow. Pineapple. Cannabis for medical purposes, I think, because as far as I know, it's not legal in France. Yeah, look at that. Nice. It's nice. That's onion things. Bonjour. Pardon?
Un cornet?
Oui, je veux bien. C'est combien?
C'est 4 euros un cornet de 10.
D'accord, je vais prendre ça.
Emporté ou maintenant?
Maintenant. 4 euros. Okay.
Vous voulez une sauce avec ça aussi?
Oui, je veux bien. Vous avez quoi comme sauce?
Alors on a tartare, champignon, basil ou sauce pimentée.
Sauce pimentée. Ça suffira comme ça. C'est bon. Tenez.
Merci. Et voilà,
Merci.
bonne dégustation à vous.
Merci, bonne journée à vous.
À vous aussi, au revoir.
Hop là, au revoir. So now we've got onion donuts with a chili sauce, some more vanilla. Oh, a lot of food, wow. Oh, look at that, this looks awesome, man. How can I escape to try these, guys? Juices. 2.8 euros for 25 centiliters of sugarcane juice. Okay, let's try our onion donuts, guys. We've got a bit of chili sauce. Oh, it's very good. So there are chickpeas and other stuff in the dough also. Very good. Yeah, the main downside of France is that it's crazy expensive. Crazy expensive. What is this? Ice cream. Oh, it's sorbet. Oh, this market is very popular. Look at that. Vanilla donuts. There's vanilla donuts, cassava donuts here. Some cassava crepes.
7,5, ça va?
Bonjour. Bonjour. Ah, ok. Merci.
Merci. Bonne journée à vous. Bonne fête à vous.
Comment on sait qu'ils sont bons à manger?
Les flétries.
C'est les flétries, d'accord. Ok, merci.
Si tu voyages, par contre, tu prends avec la police. Voilà.
Ah, c'est pour manger plus tard.
Oui.
Une semaine, 10 jours quand c'est lisse? D'accord.
Pour être frais après.
Ok, d'accord. Merci.
Ah, à Noël? Les oignons. Les oignons. Les oignons. 5-10 s'il te plaît.
Tenez. J'ai peut-être 10 centimes, je sais pas si ça vous arrange. Ah bon. Merci.
Merci.
Bonne journée à vous. Oh, there's a bit of, whoa, look at that. Chicken skewers. Some jam. You see, you even have the butcher in the French markets. You always have the butcher, the fishery. Oh, it's very busy, so I guess that will be the end of the... Get at some herbs. The French cook a lot with herbs. Let's get some of the It seems it's 3 euros the skewer.
Voilà, poulet. 2 massalés. Ça va sortir, hein? Voilà. Super, merci. Bon week-end. Au revoir. Laetitia. Pas de Laetitia.
Bonjour, c'est quoi ça?
Sarcive de porc.
C'est?
Sarcive au porc.
Ok, d'accord. Je... Ah, c'est un goût sucré salé. Ouais, je vais en prendre un et je vais prendre un boudin aussi, s'il vous plaît.
Ah, comme ça, et un boudin.
Ouais.
Boudin piment, sans piment?
Avec piment. Tenez. Merci. Merci, bonne journée. My God, it's so hot. Let's go to the beach to have these skewers. Delicious pork skewers. So you see, very nice beach with a small lagoon where you can swim before the coral and then the waves break a bit far away because of the coral reef. So let's have some pork, guys. Spicy, sweet and sour, spicy pork. Oh. It's good. It's not too sweet, so it's really good. Fantastic. And let's try one of my favorite things actually in France. And it's good. It's in all the overseas, in most of the overseas French territories, they do the boudin. So the boudin is pork blood, but they make it spicy in the overseas territories, which is even better. This is awesome. Oh yes, there is chili inside. Fantastic. That's great. That's what I love. That's beautiful life. Amazing.
Monsieur, bonjour. Litchi?
Ouais, litchi s'il vous plaît.
Un kilo, monsieur?
Ouais, 1 kilo, ouais.
Alors il y a 100 grammes en plus, on n'enlève pas, monsieur. C'est 2 petits litchis, peut-être si vous voulez, on prend ça maintenant.
D'accord.
5 euros.
5 euros. Salut.
Passe une belle journée.
Merci, bonne journée à vous aussi.
Merci beaucoup.
So Réunion Island, I don't know, at the paradise, well, right now, maybe it's the season, but the mangoes, the lychees, and the passion fruits are amazing.
Man, this is a man. You've been laughing.
Sure. It's funny after, finally after, it's been 2 weeks I'm here already. And finally after 2 weeks I start to enjoy it a little bit. Well, I enjoyed the hiking a lot. But yeah, just the atmosphere, so different from Africa. That and you have these, you know how, like the way they say in Portuguese, you have this saudade, this kind of sadness, you find in many islands, because on small islands people have this feeling very easy to have this feeling to be trapped. You can't escape, everything is far away, everything is expensive. And yeah, it takes time to adapt to this. I finally stop thinking, oh, Africa is better, oh, everything is so expensive here, oh, in France the services are a disaster, you pay a very expensive price. and and you get a service that is much lower quality than what you find in Africa. Finally, I stopped with this thinking and I start to enjoy the Reunion. Look at that, it's quite an unexpected sight. So you have a very big Tamil community here in Réunion. Both in Réunion and in Mauritius, actually. Mauritius is very nearby, it's just 200 kilometers from here. Yeah, so you have a Hindu temple. Very colorful, bright Hindu temple, beautiful. Quite an uncommon sight in France. Shall not enter, no shorts allowed inside. Always these rules with the religious buildings. See you for the next adventures. Ciao guys! You see how clean is France?